Hi everybody, it's me, Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. This is going to be my long form vlog. I'm going to take you through kind of the beginning, how it all started to where I am now, and then I'm going to continue this vlog as I go forward. And this will come out at some point after I've published the book, which is bananas. Let's jump right into it. So I keep thinking about starting this vlog, and then I keep not starting this vlog. It's not very productive, it's not very helpful, and I haven't known what to say. I kept feeling like I need to have my hair done, and I need to have makeup on, and I need it to be in the right outfit. So I'm just gonna start it here. I'm publishing my book. Today's the 12th of March. I queried for a while, and I got rejection after rejection after rejection, and I just didn't know what to do with it. And I did PitMad, and I did paid for contests where I paid to submit my story, exhausted my agent list, and then came across an agency, and it's a smaller publishing house, and they wanted the full manuscript sent to them. Agents don't seem to want this book. It's not super market friendly from a traditional standpoint. I'm going to go ahead and throw this book out at this publisher. I did research beforehand, weighed the pros and cons, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. Then I got an email saying, hey, we love your story. We would really like to be your publisher. And hopefully, if that sounds good to you, we can make this work. Let's schedule a phone call and let's see if we can do this thing. Because we really think that the book has a ton of potential. We want to see it out in the world. Immediately blown away and really, really excited. My excitement, it died down a little bit. I realized I've gone through this whole emotional journey of being really excited that this story gets to see the world, and then really nervous to share this information because it's not traditional publishing and it's not a traditional route, and it felt like a false victory, and I had a lot of imposter syndrome with it. I had a phone call, got more details, found out their hopes for the book, my hopes for the book. Did this work for us or not? I signed the contract on February 2nd to publish my book. And then on March 3rd, so February 2nd, I signed the contract. March 3rd, I had my first call with my editor. Been editing my book since then. At the time of filming this, I have a title and I have a start to a cover. The cover design team has already provided me a couple of options for a cover, and then I'm able to tweak it and say I would like this or that, get the cover that I'm really, really happy with. And I haven't shared anything this whole time. I don't know why. I just got so terrified of sharing this news with people. And that's so silly. And I kept saying, I want to be vlogging this for myself to look back at. And I want to be vlogging this for the people that have supported me this whole time, because I've said that the whole time that I was going to take you on this journey. And for those of you that have been around for a really long time, you've known this story through so many different iterations and edits and querying. And you've been with me the whole entire way. And it felt really weird to not take you with me. I had this idea that it was ridiculous to be too excited because it wasn't real publishing, which is silly. I have a team behind me. I do pay them. So I pay up front for certain things. For editing, I have an editor. I go through multiple rounds of edits with my editor. I have a copy editor, a line editor. I have a cover design team. I have a marketing and publicity team. I will have help with getting into independent, larger bookstores. I will have a whole team behind me to help me with publishing. The reason why I felt like this was a false win was because I'm still paying up front for a lot of these services. However, if I were to self-publish this book, I'd be paying for these services as well. And I kind of got to a point where I was like, I really want this story to see the world. I want people to read these characters. I want people to know them, instead of having to go and research and piecemeal out an editor and a copy editor and a design team and a publicist or publishing and marketing. I have this all in-house in one team that's invested in me. Everything after that is mine. So I pay up front for their services, but then every single bit of it, every inch of profit, the rights, everything is mine. It belongs to me. This to me was the best option for this particular story. And it basically came down to either A, I want this story to be told, or B, I'm okay shelving it and this story doesn't come out. Because truly, if I want this story out, I do feel like this is the best way to go. And I don't hate the idea of a hybrid publishing career. I don't hate the idea of my more market-friendly things being traditionally published and then my other things being published this way. They were willing to work with a series and they were willing to work with me to make sure that this book came to life in a way that I was really happy with. They're there to make sure that I am satisfied with whatever final product comes out. I still hope to be traditionally published with my other books, but I think this is a fantastic option for me right now for this story. And I don't know why that felt like it wasn't a real win, but it is. That's what I'm doing. I wanted to change the title. I always had a working title. I didn't love the title. I didn't think it fit the story anymore. I came up with a new title. They were very supportive in that. They were fine with me changing the title. They were happy to help me brainstorm the title. And my editor did help me with a couple different brainstorm ideas. And then I was able to come up with my writing friends and just myself come up with a new title that I was very, very happy with. Emailed my editor and said, here's the title. I've sat with it for a couple days. I really, really like it. I think this is the one. 2 weeks after that, Nick emailed me today, March 12th. He emailed me today and he's like, really exciting email. We have some mock-ups of covers. And I got 7 cover options. From the 7 cover options, basically he said, let us know which one you like the best, if you have any tweaks that you want made, you know, so that you're happy with your cover, and then we'll go ahead and move forward with your final cover. Things move a lot faster with this process than with traditional publishing. By the time I'm done my edits and I get them to my editor, she looks over them, she gets me back a second edit, and then I do line edits. Pretty much the whole process depends on me getting this work done, and then they move really quick. They move really fast. Title reveal, a cover reveal, all of that stuff coming out, timed out appropriately, you know, to build a little bit of excitement before the pre-order stuff comes out. I know you guys are going to be excited for me, and I know that it is not in any way a false win. It's still a lot of hard work. It's still a lot of dedication. It's still a lot of hours in a chair working hard to make sure that this book sees the light of day. But I did have a little bit of like imposter syndrome. And then for some reason, every time I sat down to start this vlog, I didn't know what to say or how to do this. And I know that I would be so upset if I didn't just start, because I want this to look back on too. And hopefully this is something that's exciting and interesting for you guys. So surreal. But my list of to-do is just so long. I have so much work to do. Every day, those Sunday night productivity sprints where I'm like, oh, I've got edits to do, or I've got this to do, or that to do, and I'm not being very specific. I'm working on this contracted book. I'm trying to get this book published. Wild to be doing that and not have shared it with you guys yet. I have no idea what to expect. Every single step of the way, I'm like, oh, this is when they drop me. This is when they're like, no thanks, this is too much. You're too much to work with. Because I don't know this process. I have no idea what's coming at every turn. And to get these covers today, they're fantastic. But they're not quite right. A part of me was like nervous to be like, oh, I don't know if I can tell them to change this or change that. And I'm like, no, that's literally what this is. And with traditional publishing, you don't get that. You don't get to say that, you know, or you can, but it's very rarely, you know, listened to unless you're an established author. But now I get a lot more say, and that feels really good. I guess by the time this comes out, you already know. You're going to be able to read A Curse in Ash. Hopefully you've already pre-ordered it. Hopefully you've already heard the title, seen the cover, and hopefully you've already ordered your copy. It's so surreal. Hello, I am back with another Road to Publication vlog, and I wanted to go over today my process of finding a cover for my book. I was able to give them inspiration photos and let them go from there. So I gave them things that I really liked. This is one of the books that I said I really liked the cover for. This cover as well. I just thought it was very pretty. Again, kind of scroll worky and little hidden detailies. Becky Chambers, Beyond the Black Door, Bone Witch, The Crier's War, The Language of Thorns, because it has like little hidden meanings on the cover The Bone Houses by Emily Lloyd-Jones, again, the scroll work kind of there. Memory Thief, The Wicked Deep, little hidden like meanings and just like really simplistic kind of vibes. So I gave them all these inspiration pictures and I said, here's my vision. I kind of really love the idea of like gates or some kind of like entryway into fairy, but like maybe the doors of the gates in the scroll work, there's some hidden meaning of different items from my books. Or maybe there's like half of the doors have fairy, half of the doors have like the human world. I had all these different thoughts for what I thought might work with like my main character kind of in the foreground but shadowed, like maybe her back. And so they went with that and they gave me a mock-up of a whole bunch of different covers, and I'm going to show you the mock-ups right now. So let's walk you through what it looked like to pick a cover. First email was, this is what our design team came back based on your feedback, the covers that you really liked. Here's what they came up with that they think you might like. Let us know which one of these you like best and then we'll tweak it to make it perfect. Kind of knowing this wasn't going to be perfect, here's what we came up with. This was my first option. I realized pretty quickly that the cover that I thought I was going to like with this gate was probably not going to be it, but also like that's a dude. My main character is not a dude, so I did not love that. This was the second option, which was the gate with a lot less color behind it, just light coming through. The previous one did have some small details kind of hidden in the gate, which you'll see at a later point, which I liked. But when we come over here, there's nothing and it's just a bright light. I did not like this font at all. This, we do have like a charm bracelet that features in the book. So that's why it kind of came out in the cover. And then for this, they thought that this was like maybe a magical flower from fairy, like a bright, vibrant flower that might have come from the other side. So then we have these two. Again, I did not like this font and this just didn't work for me. This one had like sparks down here though, which was kind of getting a little bit closer. And then we have this one, which they called the tarot card one. I loved this one. These are all little things that play in the book, so I like that there is that symbolism on the cover. I liked the font up here, and I liked the font of my name. This felt very like standard font, like Garmin or something, like very Times Roman-y, and this didn't work for me. I much preferred this cover. Very much incorporated a couple different aspects of cover designs that I liked. Plus, I really liked this color scheme. Did not love Man Hand, Ominous Hood, and the Fae Tarot card. I don't mind. It's nice, but it's not actually a tarot card. And then these are the last two options, which are the same thing, just different colors. And I liked this. It was very like The Wicked Deep, very simplistic. And I thought it was cool, except this fairy reminded me very much of like a Titania, very Shakespearean fairy, which is not my fae. And then this was supposed to be fire, and again, felt very like kelpy. I wasn't really getting the kind of vibes that I wanted to from this, but it just didn't work for me. So out of everything, I decided that this card, this one, was going to be the way I went. And that from there I would edit, because it's still not right. Figured, all right, I've got a base to start with. Now I have to give them feedback. I would love for it to be a feminine hand with like rounded nails. I would love for the hood to be pulled back a little bit further, maybe see some of her red hair, something that indicates that it's a woman. And the card, I would like to be switched out for a card that actually exists in the tarot deck. This is a contemporary fantasy / paranormal romance. There is a very heavy romance theme that does kind of merge the two books. We do have like romantic interests, so I figured the Lovers card would be perfect. In my particular book, we have our main character and two men that are in her life, so I figured this works. Let's go the Lovers card. And I specifically said, hey, here's some inspiration for cards that I really like, that I think would be beautiful. But I liked almost the idea of like the sun kissing the moon, like the sun and the moon kind of a thing. Something a little bit more illustrated that reminded me of that last cover, but that would work. I did not want like the classic like old looking Adam and Eve, like naked people on the cover. Did not want any of that. So it took a little bit longer, maybe a week and a half. And then they came back with another option. This was our first iteration. And I said, no, I would prefer it not be a man. And this is what they came back to me with. And I really liked it. I like that you can see her, that it's clearly a woman, that the hands are feminine. I like that there's kind of like a symbolism of like magic or fire here that would lead to the ash. I still like the sparks that are down below, the backlit, the face being lit like that. I think it looks really, really cool. Still had a couple of complaints. One being that the title is so cut off. Her head comes up so much that the title really gets cut off way too much. Also, if you can see, we've got our lover's card with a man and 2 women. Don't love that. Also doesn't look like they're super happy to all be together. And my characters are. So I sent back and I just said, hey, the card is still really, really throwing me off. And I would love if she was smaller so more of the title shows. And they said, not a problem. And they came back to me with this. You can see that that is the lover's card. I actually sent them that vector and said, like, can we try something more along these lines? They brought her head down so you see more of the title, which is perfect. I love the trees in the background there. I love the outline. I love the little nods to the story. However, this border around the card was still throwing me. It's so close, but it's not there. The white around the card does not work for me. So if we need to keep the size of this card and you need to have a little bit more of a border, either make it black, make it the gold from the top of the card, but the white is too stark, and I think she's backlit enough, like the card is backlit enough. You don't need a border around it for it to be visible. I like the white being up in the title and in my name. I do not love the white around the card. This is what they sent me. And this is my cover, which is wild for me to say. Like, obviously you'll have seen it by now. There'll be a full reveal, but I am so happy with this. This bird up here is a rocket tail roller, and this is actually Ashlyn, who is my main character. It's Ashlyn's familiar. So this is the specific bird, like that fits the story. This is her charm bracelet. These are tarot cards, and these are the rings that Reardon wears around his neck, his parents' wedding bands. And then the lover's card fits with her reading tarot, with the fact that there's a lover's storyline in the book that I think really speaks to magic. We have smoke and sparks down here. We have stars up here that could look very much like falling ash or something. We have a curse in ash because this book does also feature a curse. And then in ash, which is a play on words because my main character's name is Ashlyn. She does get called Ash by her friends. So it's a play on both the character and also just, you know, a little nod to the story. I love it so much, and it's not anything like I thought I would want, but it ended up being so great, and I like it so much. I'm so happy with it. And they were really great to work with. I definitely felt personally like I was bothering them just because I'm not used to asking for things. I'm usually just like, yeah, that's fine, it works. But I knew with this process that I really needed to like stick to my guns and stick to something that I was going to be truly happy with, and I really, really am. I think it is perfect. I think it really speaks to my story, and that's what I want. I wanted a book where you could come back and read it and then look at the cover and be like, oh, I recognize this, 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 and this. And oh, there's that little nod and that little nod, and see different aspects of it in the cover. And I just think it's perfect. And I love it so much. So that's this portion. I need to go edit the book so that this eventually even ever gets out to you. So let me go. I just keep staring at it. I'm going to have to keep it under wraps for so long, like so long. So it's like currently the lock screen on my phone. It's my home screen on my phone. Like it's everywhere. I'm just going to be staring at it forever. So I'm just going to have to be careful not to spoil it anywhere until I actually make the announcements. I have a giant to-do list today. And one of those things is to also look at creating a glossary of terms, words, phrases, things that are in my book that maybe aren't in our everyday world to use as a glossary. That's one of the things that my editor suggested might be helpful. I don't disagree. So I think I'm going to try to put together family tree kind of court system for the Fae, as well as a glossary of terms. I just don't know if I want that in the beginning of the book or the end of the book. I casually worked on my acknowledgements and my dedication, and I think those work. I also think you guys are going to be happy with them, hopefully. Another positive email from the team in general. It's really nice. Like, I get weekend emails if I have questions. I sent a very late email on Friday night and got an answer on Sunday morning, which you don't expect all the time, but like, they've just been really helpful, and it's been really nice. Oh, guys, first of all, I'm touching up the hair, which I have not done in a very long time. Today is the 23rd of March, and today is the day that I put up my video and I announced that I had a book deal, that I was publishing A Curse in Ash. I can say it here. I can say it to you. I can't say it to anybody else in like the world yet. I can't say the title or share my cover. Today I announced A Curse in Ash. I announced that it was going to be a book that people could hold in their hands, and I am currently sitting at my computer trying to get through comments. I've been trying to get through them throughout the day as I could. I am so overwhelmed and so overjoyed, and my text messages and my DMs and my tweets and my Instagram have been going wild. It has been the most supportive, love-filled, amazing day ever. And for so many people who have been at my channel from the beginning, I first did my edits on this in November 2017, and it was like edits on the first 3/4 of the book. The book wasn't even done yet. It's been a long time with this book. It has seen so many rewrites. You guys saw me vlog and cry and be upset because I needed to rewrite it. You've seen me get ready to query it. You have seen me through every single step of this journey, and it is so rewarding to be able to give you a book at the end of all of that and let you actually read it. I feel like so many of you were invested in this book too, and a lot of you have commented that it feels like a little piece of you is in it too, and that you're invested in it, and that you're excited because you've been with me the whole way through this journey as well. And I love that. I love that it's like an our book kind of a feeling. I feel an immense sense of responsibility and weight on me to make sure it's something that you love, and I hope it is. I really truly hope it is. I never let myself sit back and kind of appreciate the good things or how far I've come or my accomplishments. It's just not something that I focus on. And so today I've really kind of been leaning into the discomfort of being congratulated and being celebrated, which is a very weird thing to me, and I don't deal with it well, but I truly am so proud and so excited and so thankful for this book community and the amount of people who said, however I can help you, however I can promote it, whatever I can do for you, let me know. I just feel very lucky and very loved and very supported, encouraged, and the amount of people that said that I encouraged them and pushed them to want to go further and finish their book and, you know, query. The amount of people that said that they didn't realize that author-friendly publications like this were available and that this was an option that was available to them as like an alternative to self-publishing alone. And I'm excited to be able to take you along and show you how that works and give you another option. That's a lot of love coming my way and a lot of support coming my way, and that feels really great because I've worked really hard and I'm going to continue to work really hard. This isn't my only book. I hope this is not the only thing you ever read from me, but kind of blown away. I think this is my favorite thing in the whole world though.
Julie, oh my god! Ah! I was like watching your YouTube video yelling at it and I had to stop watching and message you, oh my god, congratulations, this is flipping amazing. Ah! I am so fucking excited for you. This is insane. I am so proud of you. I knew this would happen. I had no doubt in my flipping mind. I am so proud of you. Congratulations. You deserve every little bit of this, and please just enjoy every step along the way. This is so incredible. I am so thrilled for you. You are so deserving of this. I love you so much. This makes me so happy, so happy. Oh, so good, girl, so good, so happy for you.
That was my former business partner. It's somebody that I'm very lucky to still call a friend, and everybody deserves somebody like her in their life. I've got to say that, like, all along the way, all my friends, all my family, everybody's been so supportive and so excited. But to kind of hold this little secret in for a little bit and then be able to share it and to get reactions like that, because I was afraid at first to share the news. It's just been a really great day. Thank you so much. It's been a hot minute. There hasn't been giant updates in the world of publishing A Curse in Ash, which still feels very strange to say. I cannot wait to finally just be able to say the title. Where am I right now? On the 10th of April. I am currently doing a listen to my book. I am in Word for all of my edits with my editor so that they can track changes, and I'm doing a listen. So there is a read aloud function on Word, and I chose Samantha, who is graciously reading my book to me. I have about 150 maybe pages more left of the read aloud, and it's going well. I'm finding that it's really catching like typos. It's catching words that I use too frequently in too short a span of time, where I'm like, that's a lot of that word. And I'm editing those things out as I go, but for the most part, I'm just listening for continuity. Does everything make sense? I'm jotting down little things that I maybe want to tie in later as I go further in the listen. And then my plan is to go chapter by chapter through pro writing and do an overused words, grammar kind of check. Is it necessary at this stage? Probably not. I have a second round of developmental edits with my editor, Megan, and then I do get a copy/line proof editor a little bit later in the process. The kind of stuff I'm doing now in terms of like line edits, it's going to happen again later. I think my fear is that Megan's going to come back and say, you really implemented these changes well. I don't think we need much more work. I think it looks really good, and my second round of developmental edits will be really quick, and then the pace picks up through the rest of the publishing process, and I want to make sure I'm giving it time, because it really has been a while since I've worked on this book. I've written 2 books since I really worked on this one. Also decided that while I'm querying traditionally, I am going to move right into outlining and writing book 2, because at this point it is a duology, and I want it to be complete in a duology with potential to maybe continue in the world later. But I want to jump right into making sure within a year's time span, hopefully, that I can publish book 2 of this series. That's it. That's my update. I'm listening to the book. It's being read aloud to me by Word, which is awkward and strange, especially in the smexy time scenes. Listening to those is kind of like, I've done this. I've been here with other authors, but listening to my own words, I'm kind of like, I wrote some stuff. Like I went there. It's steamy. I've been bad about updating this. I have about a week before I have to turn in my draft to Megan, and shh, don't tell her. I am done the edits. I'm going to just sit on it for a week because I've been outlining book 2 so that I make sure I have that in the pipeline ready to roll when all this other stuff takes over, so that I don't have too long between book 1 and book 2. Anyway, long story short, I shared with my Patreon and my email, my newsletter team, my title and cover reveal. So they now know about A Curse and Ash. They have seen the cover. Today is Saturday. Tuesday it goes out in a book tag as like the last answer of a book tag, and then Thursday I'll have a dedicated video for everybody who doesn't watch book tags or just doesn't click on that video. I want to make sure that everybody is able to see the announcement, so I thought it would be fun to include it in a book tag video. It's the aesthetically pleasing book tag, so it's all about book covers anyway. And I thought that would be a really fun way to announce my cover. And then on Thursday, I'll just have a dedicated video explaining a little bit more about the cover, showing you like the first iteration and then where I got to, but not the full process that I shared here. So yeah, the initial feedback has been amazing. Twitter, Instagram, email responses, text messages came in from people. I can't believe it's this close, and that in 3 days, people are going to know my title and my book cover. But I cannot wait to vlog that day, revel in the joy of having finally shared the title and the cover. It's early because I still don't have a release date. I have a lot of pre-order ideas. Right now I am in the middle of a class that is dedicated to building my author platform, building my like ads and book sales and how Amazon trends sales and all that kind of stuff. And I know that Atmosphere is going to walk me through a lot of this and give me a lot of help with it, but the more I know, the better, and the more I know, the earlier, the better. I had every intention of coming home today and filming a really cute clip. Then I went outside with the children and got covered in pollen and got very red and itchy and had to come home and shower before I could do anything. Today's the 29th of April, and today I put out a video announcing my title and my cover. And then for everybody who watches my content, they got to see the title and the cover on the 27th at the end of a tag video about aesthetically pleasing books, because it was all about book covers and I was releasing my cover. Not a ton of people watched that, and definitely didn't watch it all the way through to the end. The comments prove that. I thought it would be a fun way to like kind of like sneak it in there. And then Thursday today, it went out underneath the title of like cover and title reveal, and that one got way more attention, which I anticipated. Kind of wanted to let the people who actually regularly watch my content be surprised and be able to have it first. And so I didn't post about it. I didn't share that video. I didn't post the picture on any social media until today because I wanted that to be something special for people who actually watch my content, which was really cool. So thank you. I see you. Today has been full of love and excitement and amazing feedback. And I mean, I wasn't gonna expect somebody to be like, that cover is horrible and your synopsis sounds awful. I don't have at this point a nailed down synopsis. I have like a back cover blurb that I've been like loosely working on, and I'm gonna still work with that more with Atmosphere Press, and I have not yet. I just have like loose copy that I put on my Instagram post from today. And everybody shared me to their stories and commented, and I think at the time of filming this, I have how many? Let's see. 274 likes and 97 comments. Overwhelmed with love because that's just Instagram. And then YouTube went off, and Twitter, a couple people shared the video. They didn't share like the picture or anything. I will share that on Twitter later. But a lot of my really close friends and family, like I said, already knew about the title and the cover, but it's been really nice to just have it out there today. And I get to say A Curse in Ash, and I get to like freely talk about my cover and show pictures of my cover. I'm really excited because everybody seems to be like really stoked for release dates and pre-order dates and signed book options. All of that is coming as soon as humanly possible, but I'm on Atmosphere Press's timeline, and every time I try to like push them, they're like, be patient. It's, you know, like there's a process, there's a step here. And I'm like, right, cool. But like, I want to keep going. But I did officially yesterday on Wednesday, the 28th, I sent my first round of developmental edits back to my editor, Megan. So next week, probably the end of next week, I'll probably hear back from her about the second round of developmental edits, but we're definitely making headway. And I think when I'm done the developmental edits with her, I go to like marketing, publicity, and start setting up release dates and like release plans and launch plans. I hope I'm not letting anybody down once they actually get it. Somebody today commented and told me that my book, that A Curse in Ash, is their most anticipated release. And I don't have words for that. And multiple people said they can't wait to see it like turned face out on bookshelves. They said that is absolutely a book, like a face out on a bookshelf worthy cover. And I'm like, there's no higher praise than somebody who's like, I want to take up extra real estate on my bookshelf and face out. Like, I don't even know if I've got room to do that. Like, would I even do that? I don't know. I'm gonna cry so much. Everybody keeps saying I can't wait to hold it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna bawl my eyes out. Even if it's just like a proof copy with like no cover, when I actually like hold the heft and the weight of my book, I'm gonna lose it. The copy that I just sent to Megan is like 110,000 words. Anyway, today has been amazing. It's been so positive. It's been so loving. I can't wait to now sit down and take that energy and put it into actually doing work. Like I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so excited and so grateful and so thankful, and it's been such a wild ride. It's not even over by a long shot. It is Julie from Highlights, where I'm working on book 2. I'm drafting. But I wanted to touch base because this is my long form vlog for A Curse in Ash, and I had A Curse in Ash news today. I also have a Jolly Rancher on the side of my face. I look like a chipmunk. I got an email from Cami, who is the interior formatting and interior design head. I believe there's a whole team that does that in terms of prepping the book for print and ebook. She sent me a PDF of the book to take a look at, make sure all the internal formatting looked good, and it looks so good, guys. I'm not surprised because I legitimately put exactly what I wanted in an email to them. Drop caps, images for the chapter headers. I put all of that in, so they had it all to work with. They knew what I wanted, and they changed all the chapter headers and the drop caps to like the font from the cover. It looks like a real book. All the pages are in there with my name on top, or the title, you know, depending on where the page layout is, and it looks so official. They were able to format the text messaging in a way that made it clear that it was like a different kind of messaging and not just the regular text of the book, which I appreciate. I need to do a deeper read through of that to make sure there's no like spacing or other smaller formatting issues, but I already alerted them that I'm away for a writing retreat and I am not looking at it right now. Things are moving along really, really nicely. We just got back from Highlights, came home, 2 boxes of pre-order goodies that I'm very excited about, and it felt very fitting to stop home and take a look at them with Amber because Amber actually designed them for me. Because I knew what I wanted for the pre-order campaign, but I had no idea how to actually do it. She was like, I can see it in my head, I got this, I think I can put this together. And then she came back and she's like, something like this, and I was like, oh my god. The pre-order campaign is going to be one of these 3 items and then a book plate. I think they're going to be amazing. And we're going to get into them. We're going to take a look at them. Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Are you very ready?
Yes.
Okay. Look at it.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
It's the Magician. This is the tarot card. And then the back is the outline from my cover, the title, and my name. And this can be used as a bookmark. Oh my god, it's amazing. Box 2. Same back to all these.
Oh, that one looks so good.
It looks amazing.
The color matched so well.
The colors match great.
I did amazing.
You did good. This is the final one. Oh, the anticipation.
Oh, it looks so good.
Doesn't it look amazing?
Like, they look so good together.
The Chariot, the Magician, and Temperance. These will be going out with my pre-order campaigns. You will get a tarot card bookmark and a signed book plate with all of the pre-orders. Cannot wait to put these up on Instagram. Today is the 20th of July. I got an email today from the publishers that after prompting, they've had my completed internal documents since the 30th of June. I got my internal to look over while I was at highlights, came home, looked over them, found some errors, emailed them for the fixes, and I had written them all down on a piece of paper and then not transcribed all of them. So then I got the second look through back and still saw some errors, which was totally my fault. I forgot to email them even though I had caught them. Emailed those to them. And then there was like one that didn't get fixed that round that I caught, and I wanted to work a little bit more on the text message formatting inside. I didn't love the way that it looked, and the formatting was inconsistent from text message exchange to text message exchange. So we finally nailed that down, and I approved everything for the internal. That went from Cammie, who I was working with on the internal formatting, back to Nick. And then I hadn't heard from Nick since the 30th when Cammie sent that over. So I nudged him yesterday in an email just saying, is there anything that I can do? I really want to get a physical proof copy sent to me. I did get an email back from him this morning saying, very serendipitous that you emailed. We are ready to move forward. Just need your mailing address and we'll get the proof copy sent over to you. That is going to be coming to me via Amazon. I don't know how long. Today is Tuesday and I leave Friday for like an extended vacation up the mountains. And I really want to have it before I go up there because like sitting poolside reading my physical proof could be so fun, but I don't know if I'm going to have it in time. They also sent over the final wrap of my book, like what my actual dimensions of my book are, how thick my spine is, like what the actual front and back of my book will look like with the dimensions of my book based on my page count. She looks thick and I love that. I love it so much. While I'm waiting on the ARC, I'm working on a couple different things. I'm working with Cammie, who I worked with on the internal formatting, working with her again to establish my publishing goals, what I want from the book, what I want from them in terms of marketing and their marketing team, what kind of help I want from them, what I feel like I can handle on my own. This includes like street teams, NetGalley, like a Kirkus review, which they can get for me, or different like review ratings, bookstore sales, all different options. Some people are like, I just want a book. I want it out there. I really don't care about sales. Other people want to make like a career out of it. Obviously, I want to make a career out of it. I kind of had to be like, here's what I've done so far. I have a newsletter. It's great. If you don't know, you should go subscribe to it. I have reader magnets ready. I have pre-order swag ready. I have all of this stuff like prepped and ready to go. I also let them know my tentative publication date, which I'm hoping is going to be in October. Hopefully you're seeing this in October. I also get implemented and fed into their writer network where I can be connected to people that write in my genre or people that are like-minded, and I can network a little bit and we can talk to one another. We can grow and learn from one another. I asked to be paired with anybody who knows like a lot about marketing or newsletters or just like in general motivating sales, because I definitely need help with that. And I have really been having some meltdowns lately about how unfair it feels that authors are expected to do all of this business side of authoring. The process of writing is already so damn difficult. And I feel like I've done the hard work and I did the damn thing. Like I wrote the book, I finished the book, I edited the book multiple times. I read this book so many times that like I'm almost sick of it. And I just wanted to cry because I was like, I don't want to read this book again. Like, if I could count my own book into my word count and my books read for the year, I would be sky high. I've read this book so many times. I'm excited to hold it and feel it and like see it. I want to cry just thinking about it. I want to throw up every time I think about other people reading it. I get so nervous, but I've also been very clear with like all of my book friends and the community that like I don't expect special treatment. I want you guys to let me know. I want to grow. I want to get better. At the end of the day, I love this story and I love this character, and I know my writing has grown since I wrote this book, and even my abilities to edit have grown since writing this book. So I hope book 2 is going to be even better and reflect even more of me and my writing ability. But it makes me so nervous to like put it out there, especially being somebody who's in booktube, who's been critical of other books and other writers. It's scary, but it's exciting. I can't wait to hold it. I can't wait to see it on shelves. I can't wait to see people talking about it. I'm still trying to determine for myself what level of distance I want between like watching reviews or watching people talk about it. I also don't want to invade reviewer spaces, so I've really been having like a lot of like internal conflict, but that's like a whole other story. And I've been having a lot of conversations with friends about how unfair it feels that new authors, indie authors, smaller publishing house authors, self-pub authors are held to such a different standard that even traditionally published authors with giant money behind them and all these teams for editing and proof and copy and line edits, still mistakes get through, right? At like a professional level. But if you take somebody like me who's publishing through a smaller house and you find errors in their book, it's like, oh, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, like I can't read this. It's so amateur. Oh, it's so whatever. Like I can't even tell you how many times I've been through this book. I've had copy editors. I've had line editors. Like we've done it. Like I didn't skimp on those steps, but mistakes happen and I'm human and everybody else working on the book is human. I wish there was a little bit more leeway and grace for new authors or self-pub authors or indie authors. Maybe that's a discussion we can have in another video. I'm slowly losing my mind. I've been forgetting to update my long form vlog and I have been proofing my book. I did a whole other video unboxing my proof copy of A Curse in Ash, which is right here. I put that up on my channel separately. I have my book. It's here. Here she is. This is it. It's thick and it's beautiful and it's chunky and it's great and it has mistakes still. You see all these? I've had a developmental editor. I've had proofreader. I've read this book so many times that it's ridiculous. And there's still errors. All of these at this stage are still small errors that need to be fixed before the book goes to publishing. So for everybody that's like, when is your pre-order going to be live? When can we get your book? We want to order your book. We want to order your book. I have a release date. My release date is October 5th. I don't have pre-order links yet because I'm still working through making sure it's as clean as possible before it gets to you. And here's the thing. I know even after editing so many times and professional editing, multiple eyes on this book other than my own, it will still have errors in the good copy. Like the book will go out, there will still be mistakes. It's exhausting. This is exhausting. That is exhausting at this stage to still be finding them. I have 21 pages left to edit of this book. So I need to get to work and then I need to email my publishing house. I'll get a final PDF. I'm not going to get another print copy, and then they'll start formatting the ebook and the final book, and then I'll have pre-order links and they'll start getting it uploaded to all the different platforms. The closer that I get to pre-order and publication, the more nervous I get. And I still think I'm putting forward a great book and one that you guys hopefully love. Trying to finish the reader magnet, trying to finish getting this done, trying to finish the website stuff, trying to get all of the marketing ready for the book, the book trailer, which I did do. It's really, really cool little movie for the book. All of my marketing materials, my one sheet, so I can go to libraries and bookstores and talk about my book. The business side of things, insane. My one priority for this week is that I have to finish this. So 21 pages left. I'm going to go finish this, and then I'm going to email my publisher with all of the corrections that still need to be made. Just know that if you find errors in the finished book, I tried, my editors tried, my team tried, they happen. It stresses me out so much because I want to put out the best book I can for you, and I'm such a perfectionist. This is a very, very exhausted author who is grateful for this process. October 5th. I can't believe this book comes out October 5th. I'm so excited. I just emailed my final corrections, 76 of them. My task for the rest of the night is to change around my bedroom. I am swapping around my entire desk. For those of you that have been here for a very long time, I used to have my desk kind of facing out. So I would sit with my back to my bookshelves and my desk would be in front of me. I'm going to move back to that because I'm going to be doing the live stream book launch party. I'm going to be doing other things to promote my book. I don't need my bed and the rest of my bedroom in my background. I would like my bookshelf in the background. I'm not hands off. I'm not done by any means. I still have to do a reader magnet. I still have to build a website shop. I still have to do a whole bunch of different things. The website shop is giving me problems because they want me to pay $276 a year just to take payments on my website. And I don't think I'm going to make that much. I'm only selling tarot card bundles and like book club bundles. Guys, there's no way that this was not going to make it into the long form vlog. I have no words for the fact that as I sit here editing my video about my pre-order swag and all of the pre-order options and the book bundles for book clubs and the tarot card bundles for international people or just anybody who wants all 3 cards, I was alerted on social media, on Instagram, that somebody who very generously and wonderfully wanted to support me went to Amazon after hearing about the book's release date being October 5th and wanted to pre-order the book. Makes sense. Obviously, I wish pre-order links were up. At this point, they're not. But they went to Amazon. The book was listed as live and available. They ordered the book and they received it today. Today's August 8th. So I went to Amazon and my book shows for sale on Amazon and Book Depository. Not pre-order, but like you can buy it now and have it shipped to you like next day. So I contacted my publisher and they were like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Luckily, the woman who alerted me was very, very sweet and really just wanted to let me know that this was happening. I'm so thankful that they did because now I can, address it with my publisher and make sure that it gets taken down until such a time that pre-orders are actually ready to be live and a finished version of the book is available because unfortunately this person paid for a book that is not finished. There's still errors. It's not complete. My author photo isn't even in it. It's not done. That is the stress and anxiety that I am dealing with. Obviously not ideal. I do not want this to be happening. I'm really upset. And Amazon works as slow as Amazon wants to. So even though they requested that it be taken down, it still isn't. And I don't really know when it will be. They are able to see in the sales record that it was only that one copy that was purchased. I don't think people are really looking for it because I've made it clear that it's not available yet, even though technically it is on Amazon and Book Depository, able to be bought right now. I'm stressed. I will make it right with that person, and I'm glad that they let me know. The anxiety is real over errors like that because it's outside of my control. I can't do anything about it, and I just have to wait until somebody else does their job and takes it down. And I was emailing and texting and leaving voicemails, but it's a Sunday, and I didn't know what to do or how to get in touch with anybody. I didn't want to overstep boundaries, but I was not all right, and it was an emergency situation, and I wanted it taken care of ASAP. I understand it was an upload error. Hiccups happen. Things happen. I'm trusting other people to do a lot of my uploading and to take care of a lot of these things, and mistakes get made, and I'm not in a position to fix it because I'm not the one doing it, so I have to depend on other people to do it on a Sunday because mistakes don't care what day it is. I have just gotten confirmation that my files are complete. I read through my book, emailed them all of my corrections. All those corrections were made. I proofed the PDF. Are there still errors in the book? Probably. I hope not. But honestly, maybe. This is hard. This is hard work. Currently, I am running edits on my reader magnet, which is a bonus chapter that will follow the book. So you've got to read the book before you can read the bonus chapter. But at the end of the book, there is a link and you can scan a QR code and come to my website and download this free chapter from an alternate point of view, one that I think you're going to really, really love. I am also creating a whole bunch of character trailers and movie trailers. I think I'm going to try my hand at some TikTok. I might try my hand at some Instagram reels and also some YouTube shorts with my characters and quotes and aesthetic boards We're going to see how those go, but I'm excited to make them, so hopefully they're a hit. And my book is officially off right now with the internal formatting for the ebook version and also with print, like final print. Atmosphere has worked to correct their error in accidentally publishing my book. The error was made. I can't unmake it. Really trying hard to focus on the things that I can control. So I'm working on my reader magnet. I'm working on my promotional items. I'm working on getting my pre-order campaign completely together. And then that way, there's just no excuse for me not doing my part. And I know I'm doing my best to put my best foot forward with the entire process. I want you to enjoy your reading experience. I'd had on Goodreads an untitled book, and it had a whole bunch of shelves for, you know, want to read. A couple people that beta read put up blurbs. I went in there and claimed that, changed the title to A Curse and Ash, and updated the information and the cover. So my book is officially up on Goodreads. There's a whole publishing process that has to go on in order to get a paperback pre-order on Amazon. You have to upload it to Ingram, and then through Ingram, it'll go to Amazon as a paperback pre-order. Yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes work, a lot of it. And it is forever kind of stunning to me how much work needs to be done after the book is written. And I still want to get Reboot out. I still want to get my other contemporary that I wrote, edited, and out. Like, there's so much I want to do. I have to work on book 2 of A Curse and Ash. I feel like I have no time to actually write because I'm doing all of this marketing stuff, you know, on top of a full-time job and a full-time caregiver when I get home. And it's just a lot. It's a lot. I have officially, at this point, sent out my early review copies to my amazing early review team. It's just the street team of my dreams. I've got bookstagrammers, book bloggers, YouTubers, friends, people that I trust with the book to leave honest early feedback. A really strange place to be as somebody who has self-published a book before, who has had a successful online magazine and print magazine. I've been sold in bookstores across the world, across the US, across Australia. I've sat on bookshelves next to O Magazine. My work has been published before, and I'm not a stranger to sharing my work. But there is something about this book and about this feeling that feels so different than anything else that I've ever written or shared. And as my first novel, this feels so entirely different. And I've likened it to donating an organ or being an organ donor and just having this piece of you that now lives outside of yourself but doesn't really belong to you anymore. Like it's you, it doesn't belong to you anymore. So now I've done everything I can for this book, and there's no more changes to be made, and whatever it is, and however people feel about it is how they feel about it, but there's nothing left that I can do to change the content. I can market it, I can make promotional materials, which I'm very hard at work on, but I can't actually change the way people feel about it. It's not really mine anymore, even though it's such a huge piece of me, and this is the first time I'm sending it out there in the world to let it be judged. I mean, to be fair, I'm still doing it within a safe sphere. I am doing it with people that I trust, but eventually this is going to be out in the world for everybody. And I feel excited and nervous and nauseous. I'm looking forward to it being out there in readers' hands. I'm looking forward to hopefully having this book find its readers. I don't think I'm going to be somebody who reads reviews. I have amazing author friends who have put together a concept that works where they will go to their peers' reviews and kind of pull from there any constructive feedback. They will pull like quotes that you can use in marketing, things like that. But yeah, I will probably not be reading the reviews on this one. And I have for other things. I've engaged in comments and reviews on other things that I've written, but this feels like something I maybe shouldn't look at. I want to learn from those that have like actual constructive feedback, but I do know that I am opening myself to a world of judgment. Being a person who does use BookTube and who does participate in the bookish community, I know I'm going to be accessible. I have to kind of guard my creative process, which is weird, but I'm still writing book 2, and if I start feeling bad about book one. It's going to be detrimental to my ability to finish this story out in a way that is important to me to finish. And I don't want to be swayed by reader reviews as I write book two because it's not fully written yet. I am working so hard to make sure pre-order links are up. It's out of my hands. The finished copy of the book is with the publisher. I have a call with the publisher in a couple hours on a Saturday because I'm trying to make sure that things go smoothly. I'm still dealing with the fallout of the accidental publishing. Like, my book is still available on Amazon. It is killing me. I'm trying not to promote the book right now because I don't want people to go and find that. I want to be able to talk about it without fear that people are going to go buy an uncorrected copy of the book. I don't want that to happen. I'm trying to do what I can to control my part of the process. Currently on my Kindle, I have my book and I have my reader magnet and I have all this promotional stuff and like a finished version of the book. Like, it's done. It is what it is. Which is also scary to send out to early reviewers because if they find a mistake, that mistake is there. I can't do anything about it at this point. I gotta let it go. Things have been happening. Pre-order stuff has gone up on some websites. It showed up on Barnes & Noble first, and then Target, and then Book Depository, but without a cover, and then bookshop.org, but twice. One with the one that they mistakenly published, and then one with the new one that had a pre-order and a price but no cover, and then Book Depository, no cover, Amazon, paperback shows, but no cover, no info, no price. Ebook, everywhere, no problem. So I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to go forth with announcing my pre-order. Slowly things have started to kind of pick up in terms of like, somebody was like, hey, it's on Barnes & Noble right now. And people started talking about it. So I just announced, hey, it's on Barnes & Noble. And then somebody said, hey, I found it on Target and pre-ordered it. I put it up on Target. You know, I let people know about Target. Then I had a Facebook memory come up that was from 2018, the same day, right, in August, where I said, you know, I've scrapped this book twice. I've had to rewrite it twice. I'm not giving up. I'm now just finishing this most recent iteration and starting to self-edit before I send it to beta readers and then query. And I was so proud that this exact moment, that many years later, I'm publishing the book, right? 3 years after that, after years of rewriting this, that I was actually publishing it. After this much hard work, this book is actually coming out on October 5th. And I did say like, hey, it's available for pre-order on barnesandnoble.com. So I knew some people had started to see it. As of filming this, I haven't officially announced the pre-order, which means I haven't put it up on YouTube, like shared the pre-order goodies and all that kind of stuff. However, I already have pre-orders rolling in. I have people signing up for the pre-order giveaway and swag. I have people buying the tarot card set from European countries. Like, I already have orders coming in, and I really haven't gone wide with announcing this yet. I haven't done any of my pictures or shareables or TikToks or reels or like quotes. I haven't done any of my aesthetic boards. Like, I haven't actually really pushed sales at all. It's been all organic. Today I actually emailed bookshop.org and I said, listen, I want to push people towards you. I want to get people shopping at indie bookstores. However, my listing shows twice. One wrong, one correct. The correct one doesn't have a cover. I'd really like to have that fixed. Here's my PNG. Here's my, image of my cover. Can you attach this to my book? Delete the incorrect listing. And within hours, I had a yes, absolutely, it's done. It's been great working with you. If there's anything else we can do to help you as an author, let us know. I had been talking to my publisher multiple times, trying to get these listings fixed, and I wasn't getting the response that I wanted from them. And I know I'm not their only client, and a lot of it was Amazon issues, and that is kind of aggregated and pulled from Ingram. And Amazon just takes their sweet time. I realize that some stuff is beyond my control, but some stuff is not. Some stuff I can control. So I took care of bookshop.org today myself. I also emailed Book Depository and said, here's my cover image. It's not showing on my listing. The listing is up. Everything's correct. However, the listing doesn't have a cover image. Here's my cover image. Can you please attach it to my listing? Book Depository is an Amazon subsidiary, so I don't know if they're going to work with me or not. I just received an email from them saying, hey, can you provide us with the ISBN? for the listing. It'll help us locate your book, and hopefully they can get that figured out on Book Depository, which would mean the only listing that is not live on Friday when I put this video up talking about pre-orders is Amazon. And does Jeff Bezos need more of our money? No, he does not. I'm hoping that goes well. So far, the support has been amazing. I knew you guys were going to show up for me, but you really truly have showed up. It feels really surreal and really close. Like, I know we still have to wait until October for this book to come out. Already starting to get feedback, and I'm already starting to get like, hey, I can't wait for book 2. I hope XYZ happens. And I'm like, oh no. Currently halfway through writing book 2. Stress is real, anxiety is real, excitement is real. Early reviewers, so far so good. Pre-orders, slowly but surely. And also, just if things aren't happening fast enough for you because you're waiting for other people to do stuff for you, as an author, you have agency and you can reach out to people and say, I am the author of X book. Can you fix this listing? Makes me feel empowered. Also makes me feel like there's a chance I self-publish the book when I am ready for book 2. Because I feel like there's a lot I can do on my own now. It's been an amazing journey. It has been such a wild ride. And I'm so glad that I did and do have atmosphere there through a good chunk of this. I was filming for TikTok. That's a thing I'm doing now. If you're not following me over there, maybe head over there and follow me. I need all the help I can get. I've really been, you know, pushing the book over there, just trying to get on the book talk trends, because book talk is powerful. Pre-orders are officially up. It's live. My pre-order campaign video is up. Pre-orders are coming in. I am so glad that you guys are excited about the book plates and the tarot cards. It has been an amazing response. I have some things going on behind the scenes that I'm trying to work out. I applied for a couple different book boxes to see if I can negotiate my book getting in there, or chapter samplers getting in there, or even just like promotional materials like exclusive tarot cards or something with my book information on there. Find ways to market myself that expose me to people that I don't already get exposure to here on YouTube. It's not easy. I don't feel comfortable doing a lot of this kind of stuff. It's really nerve-wracking for me because I'm not a natural marketer. I'm not somebody who naturally just says like, hey, I'm pretty great, maybe support me. I'm more of a like, you can get it if you want. It's good. Like, maybe like it, maybe like me. And then I have to get on TikTok and be like funny and edgy and young, and I'm none of those things. I need to, you know, go to these companies and say, hey, I'm somebody that you should know about. And I'm somebody that you should want to include. I add value to your box. And in my head, I'm going, you're an imposter. Just know, even this far into the process, even doing this well with everything that I've been doing, I still feel like maybe I don't deserve to be here. That's a weird feeling because there's really no room for that in this part of the process. I have to confidently sell myself, and there's not very much that's confident about myself when it comes to creative endeavors. I get really nervous, but I'm trying. I know you're not usually up on a tripod. It is a book-shaped package, and it's from my publisher. Was not expecting this on a Sunday. And so far, I've been sitting here with this one up on my shelves that has like the proof line across it from Amazon. I think is my Ingram proof, but I know that doesn't have a line on it, so it's gonna look like a finished copy. The copy that they give, oh my god. Okay. The copy that I got from Amazon doesn't have my author photo in it. It didn't show. There is a slight color difference. I don't know if you can tell the saturation of color up in the top. The Ingram one is a lot more vibrant. And let's go to the back and see if my picture is in this one. And it is. There I am on the author page. Really floppy and really nice. You can see this one is the Amazon, this one is the Ingram. Ingram is going to be a little bit thinner comparatively. The Amazon paper is a little bit like heavier, thicker than the Ingram, which makes this one actually feel like floppy and nice. Like, it's still probably not going to sit open, but like once you a little bit break the spine, it will kind of sit. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is stunning. This is what you'll get. If you order from anywhere but Amazon, this is what you're gonna get. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with the Amazon edition either. This is actually really, really nice. And I love the weight of this one. Like, this one feels substantial. They both feel substantial. They are substantial. Like, the page length is not any different on these. Oh, all right, I'm just gonna breathe through this. Like, it shouldn't be like that emotional anymore. Oh God, I'm so happy. That's it. That's all I have for you. We are now officially 3 weeks shy of launch day. Sorry, my fan is on. It's so hot in here. This weekend, my goal is to get all of my international people stuff signed, ready to ship out. I'm very nervous about international addresses. I want to make sure I get them right. I've been working really hard on marketing. There's some other like really cool behind the scenes stuff that I can't talk about yet that are happening with the book that I'm like so excited about. Still working through book 2. I have been able to talk to a couple of the other authors that are a part of Atmosphere. I've been able to discuss with them our launch plans and brainstorm and just kind of network, which has been cool. I've got a couple things scheduled for interviews. I have a podcast scheduled. I know that a radio station that's at the corner of like Tennessee, Virginia, and North Carolina is going to feature my book at 10:04 on launch day. That's wild. But if you're watching this before then and you live in that area, let me know what it sounded like, because I don't know who in that area knows about me, but they found out about me and wanted a couple books to do a giveaway with. I reached out to my local newspaper and said I'm a local author who's publishing her first book. Would you like to do a spot on me? No response yet. Early reviews are coming back from my early readers and reviewers and bookstagrammers and book bloggers and vloggers, and they've been amazing. I've been very lucky and very blessed. I'm just excited for everybody to have this book. I'm ready for it to be out in the world. I'm nervous for it to be out in the world, but I'm ready for it to be out in the world. I have been editing my long form vlog, and I know it's too long, so I'm going to keep this nice and short and sweet. We are less than a week out from the launch of my book, and I am so excited, so nervous, so ready for this to be out there in the world. I've had a couple people say that they've had pre-shipment notification, like the book has gone to the warehouse, it's getting ready to ship out. A lot of my pre-order people are getting that kind of information. I have my international stuff out to my international pre-orders. Anybody who bought the 3-pack of tarot cards, those have gone out to international. US is getting ready. Like, address is done on all the envelopes. And then I just have to finish like signatures in my live show. And then that way I have those ready to go out as soon as humanly possible after the live show, which will be October 8th at 8 p.m. EST. So if you're seeing this on the 5th, the live show is already up on my channel. I will link it down below as well. Go over there, set a notification, come hang out with me on the 8th. I will have some of my street team, some of my critique partners, friends popping in to say hello and just talk about the book. I'll be answering any questions that you guys have about this vlog, about the process, about the book. I'm happy to answer questions, sign some swag, have a couple drinks, and just celebrate the fact that you guys have been there with me throughout this entire journey. It both feels like it came so quick and that it took forever. Like, it has been 5 years of my life. Thank you for letting me know that my marketing stuff has been working. The pre-orders have gone amazingly. The one thing I am bummed about when I went to go bring my international envelopes in was I had planned, and I bought, and when I tell you I bought so much wax. I was going to do like these gorgeous, pretty wax seals on all the envelopes. The people at the post office were like, do not do that. It will not go through our machines. It will gum up and break our machines. We're already understaffed. Please, for the love of all things sacred, do not put them on your envelopes. Also, it could potentially move me from being a letter to being a package, which would be a base cost of $4.01. And I was like, oh, I can't do that then. Everybody in my daily life will be getting wax seal stamps on everything I give them for forever. All my Christmas packages, all of my birthday gifts, any letter that I have to send for any other purpose that I can hand deliver, will probably have those on there. But I am not looking to complicate the postal service right now at all. That's a bummer, because I was kind of really excited to do some like wax seals on all of your envelopes and make them fancy. I'm just prepping everything that I can. I'm prepping my emails to the people that pre-ordered for launch day. I am prepping my emails for my newsletter, a letter to all of my early readers and critique partners and beta readers to invite them to the live show with links and everything. I'm just trying to schedule and get as much stuff under control as I can, and I can't wait to celebrate with you guys on Friday. It's going to be phenomenal. So head to the link down below, set your notification, grab some bubbly. I will have some bubbly as well. And I actually have like champagne flutes from Tiffany's that I got for my 40th birthday that I've never used. So I'm going to break out some Tiffany's crystal and some bubbly, and we're going to hang out. Can't believe this is happening. Hi babes. I am going to officially end this vlog. It has been the wildest ride between my contract and publication day. Currently, we are still 4 days shy of publishing. Today is Friday. The book comes out on Tuesday, but I'm going to do a publishing week, like launch week vlog, Monday, the night before, and then launch day leading up to the live show on Friday. Up until launch, I'm going to be continuing to push and let people know that pre-order swag will be done soon, that I can't wait to see their pictures with the book, to use the hashtag #AcursedAsh and tag me in any pictures. I'm just going to be making sure people know that. I have a lot of amazing reviews and quotes that I'm excited to share with everybody. Launch is a really important day and a really special day and a really exciting day for me, but it's not the end of the work. The book will continue to need to be marketed, and it's going to be out there forever. It's going to be something that I, run specials on and run deals on and continue to talk about. Book 2 is coming along really, really well. I am going to fast draft books 2 and 3, which I think at this point is the end of the series, so that I have the full story arc, and then continue to edit book 2 and get editors for book 2, cover designs for book 2 and 3, and then move forward with hiring out editors and things like that, beta readers, critique partners. The whole process starts again. I am so excited to continue to share Ashlyn and Reardon and Brynock and their stories, and to introduce maybe some new POVs and continue to explore other characters in my world that I really love and want to have some more screen time. Let's take a quick look at my timeline, because I do have like a timeline in this that I wanted to share because it was a little bit wild. I'm just going to go over it one more time. So February 2nd, I signed my contract. March 3rd, I had my first call with my editor. May 8th, I had a second call with my editor. 11th, I turned in my finished. The 12th, the manuscript went to proofreaders. I turned in my back blurb on May 14th. May 20th, I got my proofread copy back. June 3rd, I turned in my final manuscript. Also went to Cami for interior designing that day. On the 9th, I had a call with Evan for social media. On the 7th of July, I got the final internal sent to Nick so that I can get a physical proof. On 7/28, I received my physical proof. On August 3rd, I had a call with Cami about marketing and determined I would have an October 5th release. On August 6th, I got the final physical proof edits sent. So all the edits that were in my physical proof, I got sent over. The 12th of August, I finished my bonus content and got that ready for you. For when you finish the book, there is access at the back of the book for bonus content. I got that finished up and wrapped up and ready to roll. And then August 29th, I got my Ingram copy, which is this beautiful one without the markings on it. Then I just kind of ran directly into all of my street team stuff and all of my marketing and kind of really pushing pre-order. I got my pre-order swag stuff ready to roll, got all of my images ready, all of my aesthetic boards, just kind of started promoting. It's been a wild, 8 months? Right? From February to October. Scared and excited and nervous and so happy, and I can't wait for you guys to be reading it. I can't wait for the pictures to come in with you guys holding it. I can't wait to see it on bookshelves and in hauls. I've seen it on a couple TBRs. I saw it on a most anticipated release video, and like seeing it around BookTube and seeing it on Instagram just a couple times has been so phenomenal. I love my book and I love my cover and can't wait for you guys to fall in love with my characters. I will have an Instagram story as well as a TikTok coming out soon with pronunciations so that you guys know exactly how to say Ashlyn and Brynock and Reardon. Overjoyed and overwhelmed and so excited. So thank you for coming along this journey. I will have another vlog with the launch day week, but I'm going to wrap up this one here because it has been a long journey from publication deal to publication. This vlog has quite long enough. So hopefully I got smart and I put chapters in this bad boy. Thank you for watching this whole thing. Thank you for being a part of my journey and a part of this book, and for continuing to follow me through, you know, subsequent books. This community is so important to me and so supportive and so amazing. I'm just very grateful for it. So thank you. If you pre-ordered, if you have no interest in the book, you know, regardless, thank you for being a part of my journey, for supporting my channel, for supporting me, for being excited for me. Thank you to all the people that said, this isn't my normal genre, but I want to support you and I'm going to read it. I hope you love it. And I hope it makes you happy. It's not mine anymore. It's yours. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up. Click subscribe. Click the notification bell so you know when I put out new content. I hope I will see you on October 8th at 8 p.m. EST on my channel for the live show to celebrate. I will be having some Prosecco. Bring a drink. Come hang out. But that's it for this one. Bye, everybody. Whew, that was emotional. Wow.